Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler. It is July 30th, 2018. Thank you for joining me for another climate change and clean energy video blog. Now, for this segment, I am going to update you guys on the present national fire situation, focusing in on more than 12 large fires burning in California and over 80 large fires burning across the American West. But first, I'd like to highlight the fact that as of July 27th, the national preparedness level for fires, as noted by the National Interagency Fire Center, has been upgraded to level 5 on a scale of 1 to 5. And that is the highest level of preparedness that there is on this scale, and it's an indicator that the present climate and fire situation is quite extreme. Now, presently, out of 98 large active fires burning across the U.S., including in Alaska, a total of 1,214,777 acres are currently involved as of today. And as you can see, we have large fires burning across the American West and in Alaska. Presently, the fire situation is about 4th worst on record, but with acreage levels rapidly increasing, 4th worst on record over the last 10 years, and the last 10-year period have included some of the worst fire seasons on record for the United States. So, looking at the satellite picture, and this is from July 28th, you can see massive smoke plumes streaming out of wildfires across the American West and pitching out a pall of smoke over a large portion of the United States. It's also worth noting that a number of these fires are producing what is known as pyrocumulus clouds, which is a type of cumulus cloud that is produced by the hot heat updraft from the fire as it moves into cooler layers of the atmosphere, causing water vapor to condense and form a thunderstorm-like cloud. Now, this is NASA's satellite shot of the U.S. West today, July 30th, indicating large fires in the form of hotspots, which you can see on the map here, as well as a very large smoke plume extending all the way eastward into the central United States. In context, the present fire situation is quite extreme. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull this quote from Harley Rhoda, who is noting that since 2012, California has not seen a month without a wildfire burning. So there's been wildfires burning continuously since 2012. And so what we're seeing is that fire season in many regions is now year-round, and this is a signal of human-caused climate change. Increased warming increases wildfire risk, increases the rates at which land and vegetation dries, and this provides more fuels for fire and more base conditions that allow for more rapid ignition when ignition sources are available. Now, in particular, the most intense or most damaging fire that is currently ongoing in California is the Carr Fire, and as of this afternoon, 966, or nearly 1,000 structures have been destroyed. Of these, 723 are residential structures. And as of today, the Carr Fire is now among the top 10 most destructive fires on record for California. And as Stephen Bowen notes in this tweet, an incredible 40% of the top 10 most destructive fires in California have occurred since October of 2017, so over about the past 9 months. And that's pretty insane. So I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through some headlines as I conclude what's going on. So presently, the Carr Fire is covering 100,000 acres as of Sunday night. And at least 6 people have died from that particular blaze, and another 7 people are missing. In addition, there are numerous other large wildfires burning across California and across the U.S. West. And these fires have produced extraordinary phenomenon, such as recently the Carr Fire produced a fire tornado or firenado, which is a somewhat different feature than a tornado produced by a thunderstorm. It's generated by updrafts and heat rising. And in this picture, we see a pyrocumulus cloud that was produced by the Carr Fire. It looks a lot like a kind of a volcanic eruption signature, and you can get these pyrocumulus clouds in the most intense fires. Now, we've seen numerous severe impacts and a great deal of human tragedy from these fires. And unfortunately, with human-caused climate change, the frequency and intensity of wildfires increases, and the more you warm the earth, the more risk of extreme wildfires you have. And recent scientific studies have shown that incidents of large fires across the U.S. West under continued fossil fuel burning scenarios could increase by 400% or more for many locations. So what we are seeing now is a signal of human-caused climate change and the present warming of the Earth by about 1 to 1.2 degrees Celsius above 1880s averages. But if the Earth system continues to warm, unfortunately, we're going to tend to see more city-threatening wildfires of this kind. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be chatting with you soon.